Welcome back to the channel. This is a review of 23W07A, I believe. This is a bit of an unexpected video and not my type of video, but I wanted to try it, see if I could get into the gist of doing this type of stuff. So yeah. In this video I'll be covering there's been so much added. May I just note, this might be the rest of 1.20 that's been added, but we have the new cherry blossom trees, all them items. We have archaeology, which seems to be a bit broken right now, so they will likely release like a 23W08A or 23W07B to fix all of that stuff. We have got bug fixes, not many. I'll have that at the end of the video rolling down. And there is some other stuff like the sniffer has been added, but yeah, I'll showcase that all. Let's just go ahead and get on with it. Now, I could have positioned myself a bit better, I'm gonna be honest. So yeah, we have all the new cherry items. There is a new biome called the Cherry Grove, which is right here, which we'll head over to in a few minutes. So yeah, to start off with, we have the new pink petals. We have 4 stages of them. They can all be positioned at different angles, and to go through each stage, you place it and then click on it again, and then click on it and click on it again. Now, you can, that's not useful share. You can collect this by getting shears, or I'm pretty sure taking a tool with silk touch on it. Now let me just enchant these and I'll be back in a moment. Alright, so yeah, like I said, if you use shears on them, you'll get them back. Now it's a system where if it's got 1, you'll receive 1 of these, for example. 2, you'll receive 2, because that's how many you would have placed down, or how many is placed down within the cherry grove biome. Now, like I said, you can collect it with tools that have silk touch on them, so that would be shovels, axes, and pickaxes. I'm not 100% sure about hoes or swords. So yeah, back into creative mode. We can get rid of these now. Like I said, all different angles, different stages. For example, as you can see here, these two are next to each other, not further away, like that. Oh, like that. I place it down like that. And that. Oh, there we go. They're next to each other. Yep, different stages and everything for each and every one of them. Now, these would have been closer together, but if you look at the angle of these, they can make a certain sign that nobody really wants to see on YouTube. Anyways, brand new door. Trapdoors. Trapdoors sound the exact same, but this door has its own noise if you listen closely. This is the 3rd door, I believe, to have its own new noise. So yeah, we have all of the blocks here. We have the buttons. You've got the cherry signs here. I didn't know where to place it on the house because I already had a hanging sign. We have our brand new pressure plate, our new leaves, which is the first leaves in Minecraft to have a whole new color, as all of our previous leaves have been mainly green. If you look at this, the closest we've had to a new color in a leaf is this, because we had the purple petals on the azalea flowering azalea leaves. So yeah, we have our logs, which down the middle is the pink, like that. And then our strip logs are the same, with the pink down the middle as well. So yeah, leaves, and then we've got our fence gate fences. This is great. I feel like this will be a new favorite in the community for wood, because it's a whole different color and it's pink. We haven't really had a light color like that before. If we take a look, the lightest colored plank we've had is birch. Every other color seems to be dark. We have bamboo, but I wouldn't really count that like that. So yeah, we have the new saplings, well, the new sapling, the cherry sapling. And we also have it inside of a pot here. I won't lie, the only reason why this hasn't grown is because I placed a barrier block above it. Yeah. Now, onto the cherry grove biome. This I'll showcase in a moment. This is to do with music discs. It's a parity change to make Bedrock and Java Edition more alike. Now, in this biome, I believe it's horses, donkeys, sheep, and pigs can only spawn here. And of course, beehives. Beehives are quite rare, it seems, in cherry blossom biomes. It seems 10% of trees have the beehives. This is an exact percentage as they haven't revealed that. Like I said, we have the pink petals. I can't remember what they were called, I'm going to be honest. Pink petals are around this biome. We have all of the trees here. And yeah, I feel like this is a long awaited tree, as this has been in many, many mods and everything. But yeah. The parity change I want to showcase, obviously, is this. If you now place a music disc inside of a dropper or a hopper, it will play it. So if you now place it inside of the dropper, flick a lever, it plays it, drop into here, it'll deposit into there. Like I said, this was a parity change to mix it more like Bedrock, as Bedrock already has this feature. Right. Time to showcase the archaeology part, which is a bit broken, I believe. Now, in the in the patch notes, it stated that if you want a decorated pot, so the decorated pots in the before this update, like 3 years ago when it was revealed, I'll have it up on the screen now. The actual shards to decorate the pot was colored. They've changed that now, so it's just a plain plain shard. There's no color. But the only problem with this is you can't place the shards onto the pots, and it says in the actual files, let me just go into game mode survival, not the files, in the patch notes it says if you combine all four it'll make a shard. It does not. I have checked the crafting recipe book in the actual crafting table and in this current menu. There is no way to craft these, I believe. There's no other types of pottery, it's just this, and that's it. I haven't been able to find anything else to do with this. Even if we go to functional blocks, I cannot remember exactly where it is. It'll pop up in a second. There it is. I have absolutely no clue how to do it. So yeah, here is the getting onto the actual archaeology part of the game with the brush and the suspicious sand. This is the crafting recipe, so it's just a pickaxe but with string instead of wood, iron, stone, gold, diamonds, whatever. Now this is also a bit broken. And again, before this update, it was different. You could use the brush on dirt, sand, and gravel to find shards or other items. So yeah, but now it is just suspicious sand. Now, when brushing these, it is meant to drop a shard, but I believe this is broken as well, as I have not received a singular shard from any of these. The animation is quite nice. Yeah, once you brush them off, as you can see, it turns sand. They are quite fragile. If you drop them, it will break and break it. And they have two different noises, which I believe that one could be a shard, that could be glass or something. Now, as I said, even if I place all of these down, none of these are going to give me a shard, as I believe they are quite broken. And another neat thing about this is if you stop brushing it, it will start to go down again. If you leave it for so long and then go back to it, it won't fully go down. You can carry on brushing it. Now, I believe, as I said, this will be fixed in a further update. And yeah, we haven't got anything else to the archaeology area. Suspicious sand can be found at desert temples and desert wells, but I was unable to directly find any of the desert temples, and I do not believe there are any of these desert wells. Let me just quickly clear the weather. It's weather clear. Yeah, I do not believe there's any around these. No, it does not seem so. And from previous images of them teasing the archaeology update, it appears pots will also appear in desert temples, which they are not right now. Alright, I'd like to make this part as quick as possible, because I've been trying to figure out how to craft these so long, and I've just figured out. Now, I want to clear up the brushing real quick. With the suspicious sand, like I said, you can only find it at the wells and the desert temples. Now, if you place down suspicious sand from the creative menu, it won't drop anything with the brush, but if you manage to find some by a well or a desert pyramid, it will drop pottery shards, not poetry, sorry. Now I haven't found any, so I can't 100% prove that. My friend has, however. He was not recording it, which really pisses me off. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, so pottery is crafted like this. And it'll be on each side. Now, there are thousands and thousands of combinations, as you can have it like this. You can have different pieces like this. So you can have blank sides, filled in sides like that. And if you have it, let me actually sort this out real quick. Right, so if I take one of them, then move all of these around. That's what I wanted, by the way. Would just like to clarify. Crap. Right, one of these are different. Let me redo that. Right. See, if I take this, rotate them all around, and then wherever you come from, you can see that when you place them forwards, same pattern. So if I place it this way, now they're facing the same position. But if you actually look at these, you can see here, just above where my mouse is, there is a diamond, and here you have the person. Here though, you have the skull and then the diamond. So like I said, thousands and thousands of combinations that you can do with this. And yeah, I wanted to make it as quick as possible. So yeah, back to what I was finishing off with, which I believe is the sniffer. Onto the next and last section, we have the sniffer. Something I remembered a few minutes ago before I finish anything, we did also get 2 new boats of the cherry trees, obviously just pink boats, your normal boats, nothing special like the bamboo one, which is a raft instead of a boat. We didn't get anything like this. Again, boat with chest, open your inventory like that for that. And yeah. And like I said, finally we had the sniffer. With this, the sniffer... Oh, sorry, forgot to change that, I guess. So, I'll cover the seeds first. We received 1 new set of seeds, which is used to breed sniffers, which when you breed them, they will plant an egg, which is currently not in the game. But when they grow up, they look like this. These seeds do. So yeah, the annoying thing about this is you have to go into game mode survival to actually be able to pick these up. Now these do not drop any of their seeds, as the only way to actually get the seeds are from sniffers sniffing them up. Let me sort this out quickly. That is each stage of the plant. There are only 3 stages, whereas all the other plants I believe have 4 or 5. So yeah. Yeah, so if we now go over to the actual sniffers, I can showcase what's going on with them. Now, as I said, sniffers will sniff around to find seeds. They can only find them in grass patches like this, or in the forest over there. I feel like that one's not going to do much, so for now we'll quickly place one over here. That is not what I wanted. They'll roam around, and oh, it appears this one has found a seed. Yep, so I didn't get the full animation there, but right now all they can find are torchflower seeds. They'll sniff until they find something. Yeah, if we just place quite a few down in this plains biome over here, one of them will find something. It appears no matter how far away you are from the mob, you will still be able to hear it. I believe that is a bug right now, and it will be fixed in a future update. There we go. This sniffer here has found one, or is sniffing for one. They will sniff until they find one. When they are in this process of doing stuff, it appears they are close to one. And here we go. They dig their head into the ground and pull out the seeds. So yeah, they can only, right now they can only find one at a time. So that's not such a bad thing. It's free, you haven't got to give them anything anyway, so it's kind of like an automatic farm for torchflower seeds. Once that is done, you can give sniffers torchflower seeds to breed them. This is the only thing that will allow you to breed them. And sadly, I am going to have to kill these to showcase the actual baby one. I believe these take 3 kills to 2 hits to kill. I'm not sure how long it takes for these to grow up, but once they do grow up, it's a bit like every other animal. Once they do grow up, you can then breed them. I believe it's a system where, I'm not sure how long this is going to take to grow up. I don't even know if it's in the system yet, if it's in the coding to actually be able to grow up. Oh, it is. That took about maybe a stack of seeds, I believe. I'm not too sure. I believe there was a plan, or still is a plan, for them to gradually increase in size whilst they're growing up. And just one thing I would like to check is if you can use these to breed chickens. I'm not 100% sure if you can. No, you can't. This might be added in a future update, but right now it is unknown. There is another update that was added for horses, which makes it so then, if I believe, I think it's it wasn't enough. It was more to do with the, if a parent's speed, so it's to help be able to get more OP horses, basically. I'm not 100% sure how it works, and even if I pull it up, I won't be able to explain it, as it's quite confusing. Now, before the video ends, there'll be, right about now, you should see the bug fixes from this update scrolling through. And yeah, there is nothing else in this update, I believe. I believe I've covered everything that was added. As I said, suspicious sand, that's a confusing thing, and the pottery and everything, that's a bit confusing as well. Anyways, if you've enjoyed this, subscribe. I don't know, this is weird because I've never done a snapshot video before. But yeah, subscribe, like, come back again at some point, I guess. I haven't really got anything for this. Yeah, I will be off, and maybe I will do another snapshot at some point. But yeah, I am off.